Hello everyone, I am Divam Sharma, your small case manager at Green Portfolio. Well, as 2024 is ending, we wanted to reach out to you with our message. So 2023 had a great momentum for the markets. 2024 started with that great momentum. And in the rear part of 2024, we saw some volatilities. We saw FIIs selling. We also witnessed elections in this year in India as well as in US. In both the countries, we have seen a clear mandate, and that mandate has had its implications. So, if you look at India's macros have been doing pretty fine. There have been volatilities in terms of some consumer demand of late, but as we see, the sales are recovering, and we see that this should do well, and this has been a minor blip. If you look at India's macros, the IIP data, the PMI data, the GST collections data, and any other data for that matter, the India's macros have been pretty fine. While there have been volatilities in the global markets and there have been volatilities across geopolitics, as we have seen a lot of disturbances in Israel, Iran, Ukraine, Russia, and the likes. Although consistent high inflation have been a pain for a lot of federal banks, we have seen the interest rates falling in this year, which have been cherished by the markets. Although of late, as we see the new government coming in the US, we see that this probability of rate cuts would decline, and there are also possibilities of rate increases in the coming quarters. Well, the new policies coming in from the new government in the US, the trade wars that could happen could have an impact in the markets going forward. While if you look at India's macros, they are pretty fine. The Indian economy is doing pretty fine, and we see continuity of flows coming into the Indian markets in terms of domestic institutional investments. We also believe that the kind of opportunity that India is presenting is unique, and we would continue to derive investments from the foreign institutional investors in the coming quarters. And as they come into the Indian markets would start rising again. While in the beginning of the year, we believed that with the rise in the markets, the valuation had gone expensive and that froth should be removed. And as we see, the recent correction has given us that opportunity. With the removal of that froth and the valuations getting comfortable, we have also switched our cash allocations into stocks. So, we are finding opportunities in the stocks at the comfortable valuations, and we see that in the coming years, these investments would turn out to be multi-baggers and would continue to derive the kind of returns that we have been generating over years. So, as you all know that we are broader market investors and we like picking stocks which are comfortable in valuations and are fundamentally strong. So, you would have noticed that we launched some thematic strategies in 2024 with a focus towards defense, pharma, auto as sectors which we believe would be doing great at current valuations. We have also seen our small cap compounders small case as well as our dividend yield small case doing great. Dividend, as we know, as the interest rates were falling, did pretty well, and we continue to see value in this small case. This year gone by has been pretty instrumental in attracting a lot of capex by a lot of listed companies. We see the debt to equity in most of the listed equities at its lowest over the last 6 years. And the kind of equity fundraise that these companies have done, as well as the capex that these companies have done, the results are going to come in the coming years and are going to reward the investors. In terms of IPO, also this year has been pretty instrumental, and we might continue to see that momentum going into 2025 as well, especially in the main board IPOs. In terms of SMEs, there might be some stop in the kind of run that we have seen in 2023 and 24 as we see regulations coming in from SEBI making it strict making it stricter for the companies to go and do an IPO. But if you look at the appetite is still very much intact, and we would continue to see that momentum, especially in main board IPOs going into 2025. So overall, this year has been rewarding. This year has seen its own volatilities, but 2025, considering the kind of valuations we are at this stage, should do well. The money should get attracted towards equities in terms of domestic institutions, money coming into the picture, as well as the foreign institutional investments coming into the second half of the year. So we believe that investors should stay put in the market, should not try to time the markets, should try and be stock pickers rather than just trying to blindly put the dart in the markets. And I'm sure 2025 would be a great rewarding year for you all. So wishing you all a happy 2025. Thank you.